We arrived at two creek crossings to go through to get onto the exit road back out to the highway. And this is the first one we arrived at. And when we arrived there was a Prado, it looked like negotiating the only track up, towing a camper trailer, and it had fallen into a hole. He started winching and his vehicle actually fell further into the hole, to the point where that if he did not have, the winch connected and someone jump onto the side of the car, that car would have landed on its side. It was that precarious. When we were looking around the area, we did see an exit track which didn't force us to go up that particular, all those holes, which was very thankful because we would have had some fun trying to get up there.
We had a couple of issues with a couple of the cars. On Wayne's car, the rear shocker tore out of the chassis, and on Tom's car, he did the idler pulley, and we could have been stuck there for quite some time. But in both occasions, we managed to locate bits and cobble up things and get those vehicles going.
You're driving on particularly the corrugations. You either drive on those either one or two ways. You either go very slow and you just go, you get really shaken, or you try and go across the top of them at speed, probably about 80 k's an hour or something, so that you don't feel the corrugations as much. Either way, it puts a fair bit of pressure on the shock absorbers, the suspension of your motor car. And if you've got any loose nuts and bolts in your car, as I found out, because I lost a couple and got home and found that a piece of my suspension was had come apart, as well as the gearbox, etc.
I'm very conscious of what it takes to have a group and holding myself accountable for that overall group safety. I mean, I don't take away from people for their own safety and their own conscious of safety. What I do is enhance that.
A car has a problem, you know, he would pause everything. He would even stop breathing. He would be out there trying to figure out how to find the part, how to fix the problem, and who's to take care of their normal kitchen duties so this driver can be freed up to do whatever it needs to do to fix the car in the daylight and what have you. And that's probably what gives others the confidence in him, in knowing that going with Ron, and it's a very trusting and safe journey, knowing that everything will be taken care of.
From a safety point of view, if I was to say probably one of the most, I'd say probably number one safety element is radio, inter-car radio. To be able to communicate up and down the convoy, what's coming, what's going on, where we are, what's going, so that people are aware. And when people are aware, everything's a lot calmer. When you don't know, your stress is up. You're more likely to to react to something that in a way that's not conducive to what you need to do.
We're past, look out. Roger that, okay.
Thanks, mate. Hey, how are you? Good, good. We've got another 6 behind us, and there's 3 bikes coming up overtaking our group. We're all bunched up together, though.
Okay.
Thank you. Ta. Cheers.
Roger that. That's an option. So option 1, thank you. Yeah, that area is only 100 metres up the track. 100 metre, and I have not seen a track off to the right across another little creek. Not seen a track off to the right, but there was another track off to the left just before the creek.
Yeah, I went through low range. It's probably about 40 centimetres deep. It's murky, so you can't see the depth, but there's no problems.
You need to also be very prepared because it is very tiring and you can get easily fatigued, and there is a lot of sharp corners along those dirt roads that you need to be very careful.
Klaus is stopping for a second to normal inspect or whatever he's doing is doing something.
I'm tipping he was going from low range to high range.
It's a bit tense during the day sometimes when the roads are really busy, and certainly when you get to the end of the day, you hop out of your vehicle, you set up your little camp, and you think, finally, we've made it.
下个星期，我们将会进入到原始荒野的心脏，来经历cape york各色各样却又独一无二的美，全身心地来享受它的自然风采。